Athletic, I'm jumping for my dreams. I'm super magnetic, bring the championship to me. Super with exclusives, hit the link and you can see what it takes to be a top athlete. Coast to coast we going, so to come up you can see. From the court to the field to the track we can meet. Everything exclusive, straight behind the scenes. This the athlete. Athletic, I'm jumping for my dreams. Athletic, I'm jumping for my dreams. Now let's talk about the athlete. The path is like a track meet. Distractions in the crowd, you gotta master that within thee. Passion in the how, you put it down, then we'll see the difference between the others and the athlete. You must subscribe to Focus, click the link and notice. All the flyers culture, all in sports you know it. We always thinking forward to the biggest moment. Welcome to the show is the athlete.
The Athlete Show is sponsored by Cost Headphones, Bryant and Stratton College Athletics, Clear and Fresh Water, Pella Windows and Doors, Hanson Brothers Auto, Trusted Kicks, Milwaukee Public Schools, Universal Wireless Sprint, and No Fingerprint Clothing and Apparel. Welcome to another great episode of The Athlete, and we're doing this week's show in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin at Soul Street Shoes, Clothes, and Apparel. And with my main man right here, Jason, one of the owners of Soul Street. Talk about first question everybody want to know. How long have you guys been in business?
We've been in business now about 3 weeks. We've been open. We've been having a really good outcome so far. Everybody's coming to see what we have to show everybody, and we're welcoming everybody.
One of the main questions I know I have for myself when I seen this great store open is like, is that a car wash that turned into a shoe store? Why did you guys pick this location? And it's kind of prime because you're right off of 73rd North Avenue.
Sure. Well, the location is up and coming. There's so many restaurants, so many people around here. With the school so close too, we kind of want to cater to the kids and the schools. And who doesn't want a clean car and fresh kicks?
Good point. Good point. It's a beautiful store. What type of things do you guys offer? What sets you apart from some other shoe stores, in your mind?
Well, we offer plenty different kinds of shoes. We offer one-of specialty shoes for people. We also go the route, and somebody's looking for a shoe, we try to find it for them. Mm-hmm.
So you do special stuff to shoe, like I want to get the Jordan Retro 6. You guys have the ability to reach out in the shoe world, that this is such a vast world for shoes. You guys are able to find, identify, and get that customer that shoe?
Yes. We try. We can't guarantee. We do our best to call around and see if we can find that shoe for a certain someone.
How caused you to open up this location?
Well, we love the sports. We love shoes. Me and my partner Jason, we're both into shoes a lot. So what better way to give back to the community and help out?
Speaking of community, before we go to this Mike McGivern special, being in the community, being in Wauwatosa is a unique situation because you have, like you said, 3 schools. You got Tosa East, you have the middle school. Right. Is that going to be your demographic you want to sell to the kids and older sneakerheads like myself?
Yes, we would like to go through the schools for the younger kids and the older people, just for the community itself. We were born and raised here. I myself went to Tosa. My partner lives blocks away.
All right, so they're homegrown in the Tosa area. We're about to go to Mike McGivern 101, brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors.
One-on-one with Mike McGivern. I'm here at the WBY Shootout, the Rick Majerus WBY Shootout on the campus of Concordia University in Mequon. Here with Drake Diener, the head basketball coach at Marian University in Fond du Lac. Hey, Drake, it's good to see you.
Great to see you. I appreciate the time.
Yeah, you bet. Hey, first-year head coach.
Yeah.
First of all, did you miss playing?
I don't actually, and I think that's kind of a rare thing, but I did it a long time. So I'm 36 years old. I'm actually 30. What am I? Yeah, I'm 37. I just turned 37.
Happy birthday.
I did it for so long that I knew I wasn't gonna miss it, and I'm really thankful that I don't miss it because that'd be tough to get out too early.
Hey, did you always know that coaching was something you wanted to do?
Yeah, I didn't know. I wouldn't say I always knew it. I knew that was something that I knew I wanted to give it a chance at least. Because basketball's always been in my blood, and it's strange. I always thought I've always been a part of a team basically since I was a young kid, and up until you're 36 years old, you're a part of a basketball team. That's kind of a special thing, and so I couldn't imagine, not having that, not being a part of something during basketball season. So to be able to transition this smoothly into a college job and then a college job in my hometown is just really a perfect opportunity that I'm really thankful for.
Coach, when you talk to young student athletes, we got a lot of young student athletes that watch this show, what do you tell them that it takes to not only play but academically to get to the next level?
Well, academically, you just got to have some pride. Obviously, you may pride to either ask for help or just pride to realize the expectations that you should have for yourself. But in basketball-wise, you have to dedicate yourself to it. Nothing's going to come easy. If it was easy to play college basketball, then everybody would have the opportunity to do it. So you have to have some dedication and some sacrifice to be able to do it. I know those are kind of just cliche words, but that's the fact of the matter.
Hey, I bet it must feel good to be home. You can come home, and coaching in Fond du Lac, you're a Fond du Lac guy. To take Marion and get them back to where they need to be would be something special for you.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome to get our community on board with our program. I've always had a big affinity for Fond du Lac, having grown up there, and had a great childhood there. Know a lot of great people there. So to be at a school that represents the city, and hopefully we continue to get better and better and better, and continue to represent our city as well as we can.
He's Drake Diener, head basketball coach at Marion University, part of the Diener tree, which if you're part of basketball, you understand. When he said, look, basketball's in my blood, it certainly is. Drake, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
You bet. Craig, back to you.
Great job, as always, Mike McGivern. And make sure you guys support the Rick Majerus Foundation. Here at Soul Streets, they sell women's shoes, kids' shoes, and, of course, man kicks. Well, coming up next, they are the hottest mixtape provider in the state of Wisconsin, and I'm talking about Movement Hoops. Hanson Brothers Auto has been serving the community close to 20 years in business, and its sales team has a combined 200 years of knowledge throughout the dealership to help put you in the right car. Hanson Brothers Auto is family owned and well respected around the greater Milwaukee area. Hanson Brothers Auto offers a service department also, so stop in and let Hanson Brothers put you in the car you deserve.
There's a new game in Wisconsin, and it keeps on getting bigger and better. Bryant and Stratton College's Wauwatosa campus offers intercollegiate athletics, including soccer, volleyball, basketball, baseball, softball, and golf. And competing at the NJCAA Division II level gives Bryant and Stratton College the opportunity to offer scholarships to student athletes. Learn more about BSC athletics at bscbobcats.com. Bryant and Stratton College. Opportunities start here.
And welcome back to the show. We're still here hanging out at the new shop called Soul Street Shoes and Apparel, located in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin at 7238. Make sure you get down here for shoes, clothes, and apparel. Right now, I'm just hanging out in the lounge. I like to call it Sweet Couches, and you get to hang out with all-time greats like Walter Payton, Sweetness. Also, the man himself, John the Legend Elway, broke a lot of Packers' hearts as the Packers tried to go back-to-back. Well, right now, coming up next, we're about to meet the guy some of the probably train guys like Walter Payton, John Elway, and I'm talking about Johnny Bridgewater Performance. Yo, Johnny, what's the tip of the week?
What's up, guys? This is Johnny Bridgewater with Bridgewater Performance, and my tip of the week is all about hip mobility. Okay, so I always have athletes start off with bands. We'll do a dynamic warm-up, okay, and especially on a lower body day, we're gonna start hip width apart. Okay, now we're gonna take a quick step out, but right back to the hip. Another step out, right back to the hip, and then we'll come back. We'll go 2 by 2, 2 by 2. It's very important, guys, that you really pull with the outside leg, okay? Part of this is injury prevention as well. So many athletes, right, they just go under a squat. They go right into a lunge. Lower back tightens up, hip flexors tighten up. It's so important for injury prevention that our hips are just as mobile as our joints and our muscles, okay? Another one that I like to do is he's gonna open up at a 45-degree angle and come right back. Open up at a 45 and come right back. And notice, guys, the importance of always coming back to the hip. Right now, when you step away, you're working abductors. When you come back, you're adding to the body, so that is the adductors, okay? Another one I like, he's just gonna take a 45-degree step forward, kind of reach a little bit, come right back. 45 degrees, reach a little bit, come right back. Then the same thing with the opposite leg, okay? And come right back. There, come right back. The importance of the reach, guys, is to exaggerate the movement. If you just came out like this a little bit, it's really not as exaggerating as if you came all the way down. Now, notice again, I keep stressing the importance of coming back to the hips. Now we're gonna work on hip flexion, okay, which means you're gonna drive his knee straight up. Without putting the foot back down, drive it up and come right back down and work on your balance. Come right back up, right back down, and then we'll switch. Come right back up, and right back down, right back up, right back down. The next one is a duck walk, okay? He's gonna sit here, sit down just like this, and just baby steps forward with his bands on, okay? Really getting them hips nice and loose, okay? Stand up. How's that feel? Good. Feel good? As you see, he's actually kind of out of breath, okay? Sam is an All-American receiver for college football, yet even though the warm-up, this is just a warm-up, he's still feeling it, guys. The purpose of a warm-up, an active warm-up, is you should still feel the muscles activating. You shouldn't just go through the motions. So Johnny Bridgewater's tip of the day is make sure you always focus on your hip mobility before you do any lower body or explosive exercises.
Great job, Mr. Bridgewater Performance, as usual. Make sure you guys be on the lookout for the grand opening sometime this month, January 2019. As you see, I'm ready for soccer, so that must mean it's not hump day, but it's time to go one-on-one with your Milwaukee Wave. Can I kick it? Yes, we can. Can I kick it? All right, we're here with Milwaukee Waves defender Tenzin Rampa. Talk about what's it been like 11 years with the team. The years go by fast, and how was year 11 for you?
Oh man, it was awesome. Yeah, I mean, I got injured this season, but this was my 11th season now, and you said it went really fast. I mean, I came out of college. I went to college at UWM, and then I was lucky to not have to, pursue my, pro career outside of the States. I could stay right here and play pro indoor, and won 2 championships with the team. Had some, ups and downs, but the most important thing is Milwaukee still has, a really successful pro indoor team right here in Wisconsin, and it's been a dream.
Yep. So, 11 years went by pretty fast. Talk about the consistency of this program, being able to be winners year in year out, having a winning ball club. That's a lot for the people upstairs, but also a lot contributes to the coaching staff, the players that the Wave have been to have over the years.
Yeah, I mean, the city has really gotten behind the team, and I think that's something that goes overlooked a lot, is just the importance of, the local soccer clubs here and the youth soccer players in the city that helps keep the club here. All our players, stay here, coach in the community, and then do summer camps in the community. That's gone a long way for keeping the team here and consistent as far as being able to be here. And then on the field, a long line of really good coaches, has put out a good product, a competitive product every year. And then we've had some really great owners. The current ownership group is just fantastic. I mean, from marketing to tickets, everything, you know, they cover all the bases. So we're lucky.
You've been here through the years of playing at the the Bradley Center. Now you guys made the transition over to the Panther Arena. What's that transition been like? It seems like from a fan standpoint, when you go to the Panther Arena, it's like the crowd is right on you guys. How's that transition been for the team and for yourself?
Yeah, you know, the Wave and the Bradley Center, they used to do really well in the Bradley Center as well. The Panther Arena, I personally really like it. One, because I'm a Panther. And then two, just it's a little bit smaller arena, and we fill it out. And we get about, you know, the New Year's Eve game was fantastic. We got about 6,500 people there. It gets loud in there, and it's just a really intimate experience for, you know, fans, players, engaging. It's a perfect venue.
All right, so when you're not kicking the ball around, you're not playing soccer, what are some things you like to do off the field?
Okay, so if I'm off the field in Milwaukee, you know, I live on the east side, so the first thing I love to do is eat. So I love to eat. I love all the new restaurants that are opening up in Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee is going through kind of like a renaissance right now, bringing all these like really awesome places from just whether it's new chains from Chicago or just locally owned restaurants that are popping up. And the east side has got so many cool little places to go eat. So that's what I'm doing. I'm checking out all the new spots. You know, restaurants. I mean, I could list like 5 that I've went to already this week and that I hadn't been to before. So,
final question: since you are a Wisconsinite, when you have teammates come in from different countries, different cities, what's one thing you kind of tell them about what's the state of Wisconsin besides cold weather?
Yeah, you know, one of my favorite things to do is when we have a new player, I usually kind of take them out, you know, and just tell them a little bit about, you know, the city, little things like that. I remember the first Brazilian guy that was here, we went out and we got him a jacket because he was literally coming in and, you know, I've had roommates from, you know, Brazil. I've had roommates from, you know, all over, you know, Canada. And, you know, I think the main thing is the cold. The second thing, I think, you know, a lot of players come here and they decide to stay here because Milwaukee is such a, you know, it's a warm, inviting community, soccer community, but also they like it. A lot of our players now have raised families here, and yeah, we're lucky. I continue to say we're lucky, and I know all the guys this season, we're hoping to bring a championship back. So.
All right, well, good luck for the rest of the way of the year. Hopefully you get well soon, and make sure you guys get out to the Milwaukee Waves and check them out at the Milwaukee Panther Arena. You get out to check out your Milwaukee Wave. They're off to another fantastic season. And right now, I'm with the second owner of Soul Street. Jason, talk about what made this store different in your mind to any other store here in Milwaukee, do you think, personally?
Well, personally, I think that our product that we have on hand is a little different than everyone else. We try to go after product that maybe not Foot Locker, Champs, some of the big brand box stores will have. Some of the more rare stuff, but at the same time try to keep the prices pretty low and competitive so we save the end user. We started off just doing eBay and kind of grew out of that and needed a place to go and stumbled across this and created it. So, yeah.
Most people who get into shoes, you've been probably a shoe sneakerhead for quite some time, maybe as a high schooler or even earlier as an elementary or grade school. When did shoe become a passion of yours, you think?
Probably.
Or when did you know you had a problem with shoes? When you had way too many in your closet?
Well, gosh, probably when I was like 20. But like shoes in general, like when Mike first came out with the Air Jordan 1, had to have them. Okay. Had to have the next one, and it. Wish I would have kept a lot of those.
Right, me too.
So yeah, we were having a rummage sale like 15 years ago, and I had some of mine out, and I left for a little while, and I told my wife, I said, don't sell any of these while I'm gone, you know, make sure. And I came back, and she said, we sold a bunch of the shoes, and I was like, oh yeah, which ones? And it was like a Retro 13 Cherry, the OG, and she's like, yeah, I got $20 for it. I'm like, oh my God, no, I told you no. So yeah, at that point I said, all right, I started selling on eBay, and yeah, it just kind of took off from there.
You guys been open for about a month now, close to a month. What's the big goal for this store? What do you guys want to see yourself accomplish a year from now? I'm assuming longevity in this neighborhood, because I don't think there's any store like this in the Wauwatosa neighborhood.
Yeah, I see us. The original plan was to try and team up with Longfellow and East and collaborate with the school, and you know, because the kids are walking by here every day. Tulsa, you have to walk to school. So we got a nice little community here where people walk by every day. They can come in, check it out, and then, you know, go home, tell their parents about it, hopefully. And maybe, you know, maybe birthday or, you know, some special gift come and they know they can come here and get it at a good price. And long term, I see us hopefully staying here and growing maybe into another location.
Okay, so this is store one.
Yeah.
Some of the great products. Name some of the products you guys offer, from shoe brand names, and to maybe the small names to big names that you guys have here.
Well, we carry Nike, we carry Adidas, we have some collaborations, some Off-White stuff. We carry some women's shoes, brands that you might not find in other places too. Like we have some Frye boots, some Michael Kors stuff, just stuff that you might not find at your normal store. You might walk in here and stumble upon something that you won't find anywhere else, and you're going to get a great deal and walk out of here happy.
All right, so for all you, right, well, so far so good. For all you sneakerheads, you have another store that you can come check out, and that's Soul Street, located in Wauwatosa, 7238
West North Avenue.
West Avenue. Make sure you get down here. Now let's go to our next segment, and that's the Hot Five, brought to you by Trusted Kicks.
Here we go.
Trusted Lopez at Trusted Kicks is my Hot Five. My fifth one is Travis Scott Air Force Ones. I really like the shoe just because of the different swooshes you can put on. Also, I really like Travis Scott. Fourth one is Olympic 7s. I had this shoe, but then I did some work for Rico and messed them up, so I had to sell them. Third one is OVO 12s. I really like 12s as the model, and then Drake is probably my favorite artist. Fourth one is black infrared 6s. I really like the infrared 6s, probably my favorite shoe. Had these a lot growing up. I still have some pairs. And then probably my favorite, like, overall model is the 4, just because, like, it's just a classic shoe. This particular one is probably my favorite. And that's my top 5.
4th and goal, crunch time. Gina Della from Pella, you make the call.
Easy way in the Pella options. 9 Pella lines, installation in as little as a day, Pella's game-changing integrated roll screen windows, and financing to fit any budget.
Here's the snap.
Right now, choose 84-month 2.99 financing. Details at PellaWI.com/Wayne.
Touchdown! And there is your Della.
You mean Dagger, right?
Whatever.
Make the call to Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Pella, perfectly beautiful.
Hanson Brothers Auto has been serving the community close to 20 years in business, and its sales team has a combined 200 years of knowledge throughout the dealership to help put you in the right car. Hanson Brothers Auto is family owned and well respected around the greater Milwaukee area. Hanson Brothers Auto offers a service department also, so stop in and let Hanson Brothers put you in the car you deserve. Here on The Athlete, we like to highlight people or businesses like Soul Street who are doing great things. And the young lady you're about to meet next not only inspired people with her fitness, but also with her spoken word.
I'm Yoshi Barnes, owner of Sport My Fitness LLC. I am a fitness business where we cater to people mentally and physically by encouraging them to be involved in mental and physical exercises to improve them. With that, I have a service of physical training that is either one-on-one training, that could be semi-private where there's 2 to 3 people, or there can be group training, kind of like circuit or kickboxing or kind of like a boot camp style. And outside of that, I've created a life fitness class with a curriculum of learning about personal development and also learning about the physical components to the body as well. So I intertwine those 2 things by having a lecture for 25 minutes and then also being physically active for another 25 to 30 minutes. That is something that I've implemented into a few different schools where it's either an after-school program or during school program as a physical activity component. Most of schools that I've been in are charter schools, Chapter 220 schools, private schools, and so on. I run into a lot of people today that is, you know, they're not 18 anymore. or even kids that feel pressured into playing sports because of their parents. And then people want to stay away from that competitive nature or being obligated to fulfill someone else's dreams and destiny, that I want to be able to show them that health and wellness is so much more than that. It's a way to release. It's a way to practice good habits and to have good endorphins, to maintain your happiness even. And I think that is so important for other people to understand that about wellness and health. And you learning about yourself, you're learning about your habits, food choices. Here's my video called The Persistent One.
The persistent one. A object at rest will remain at rest, and there is no rest for the sheep. For the wolves watch over us at all times, and they're always ready to eat, and the subject is the main feast. To the persistent one, life is not for the weak. So I remained in motion, being the strongest forces at distances and speeds, constantly moving and feeding all of my needs. Once in motion, I stay in motion, like a river of water that flows in all the right directions like magic potions. Purposeful, never suffering from exhaustion. For the persistent one wins at all times, even in losses. So the need to move to get what it wants, to replace the things in its way is critical. Because I have no time to fall with the complacent. Same place, same way, boredom, sadness, all signs that read. You've been here way too long, it's time to take precautions. As my appetite increases, I get hungry and I look for food. Things to feed my body, my mind, and my spirit. Things to help keep this vehicle stay on the move. I will persist. I stay prepared and I stay equipped. For the person who doesn't plan usually slips. Slips on failures, falls on challenges, quits on obstacles. No running, no walking, not even crawling. And I, the persistent one, I am on the move, going over, under, below, around, beyonder. Until I conquer, I will persist. The desire to win seeps out my soul. Like for the passionate, for the hard worker, for the consistent one usually gets a hold. A hold of life, a hold of dreams, a hold of every single thing you need. The persistent one is the sheep, is the wolf, and the shepherd who keeps. And I am the persistent one, always ready to eat.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week's show, but make sure you guys get down to Soul Street Shoes located in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. And if you do, they have a special treat for you.
We absolutely do. Come see us, 7238 West North Avenue. You can call us at 414-988-2556. And if you mention the word
Soul23, you'll get a 10% discount.
And that's their real phone number, because I doubt it, just to let you guys know.
Absolutely. It's live. Call us. Come get some.
And if you miss any episode, this week's show, if you want to watch live stream games, make sure you visit our website at theathlete.co. That's all the time we have. Thank you so much for watching The Athlete.
Welcome to the Kings Collection, a luxury line exclusively for men. Shop now at Kings, Kingz, PalaceMenSpa.com.